Hey, how you doing? I'm just out for a run with my dog. Alfie, say hi. And one of the things that have really come clear to me in the last 3-4 years is how tough life can be. And as an entrepreneur and a business owner in recruitment, it is the most stressful set of spinning plates you can imagine. And then when you throw in a parent getting cancer, or you throw in a family issue, or you throw in a financial issue, or you throw in depression, you throw in whatever you want to throw in, business can go down pretty damn quickly. And the reason why I say this is because if I look at the members I've had in the last sort of 5 years, and when we get into a position whereby someone's got a challenge, that challenge is very rarely a campaign is not working, or it's very rarely an authority strategy is not working. There's something behind it, and that's because they've not implemented, or they've not taken control, or they've not been consistent. And when we look at what drives that, it's what's going on in our heads. And being an entrepreneur in recruitment is bloody tough. And the reason for this message is because I call it the rule of 5-2. So what I've seen in life is you have 5 years of good and 2 years of a blip. And if you know it's coming, you can deal with it. Same with business, same with your recruitment business. Knowing that there's going to be happening, there's going to be an unexpected VAT bill, there's going to be, there shouldn't be by the way, but there's going to be an unexpected tax bill, there's going to be a personal problem, there's going to be a problem with your children, it's going to come. So what happens with your business? You drop everything, business goes down, you panic, you get to overwhelm, deal with the problem, you come back and the business has actually gone to pot. It's gone to shit, which is why I'm big on systems and big on automation. And the 3 drivers keep saying it to 7-figure, 8-figure. Recruitment business is your role in the business, your team, and the strategies, tactics, and tools, and all the automation and stuff that I'm a geek about. However, there's a sense of reality we need to get as an entrepreneur, especially in recruitment. This rule of 5-2. There's going to be a blip in your business. There's going to be a blip in your life. There's going to be a health problem. And you need to know it's coming. It's not being pessimistic, it's being real. At some point, something's going to happen in your business. Alfie, here. It's going to happen. So, how can we actually use this and apply it in our business to ensure we get to whatever your magic figure is, whether it be $1 million, whether it be $1 million net profit, whether it be an 8-figure business, whether it be to get from starter to $250,000. How can we apply it in our business? We can apply it in our business by simplifying. So if you think about what goes on in your recruitment business, it's like a glass full of water, and we keep putting more water on it, it's going to overspill sometimes. So we either make the glass bigger or we cut the water going into it. So really, when a new member joins us, first 90 days, we want to keep it really simple. It might be 1 or 2 strategies based purely on campaigns, i.e. get the candidates, get the client leads, get the appointments, convert them, and get them moving, get into traction. And we use that over 1 or 2 strategies. But then also knowing, if we're real about this, in your life, in the next 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, it is probable something's going to go wrong. And you're not going to be as diligent running your business. You're not going to be as diligent with your 30-day plan, your 60-day plan, 90-day plan. So what do you do at that point? Well, you point the finger and say this it doesn't work, or you say the whole economy's screwed, but essentially you find a get out of jail, an excuse. And one thing I'm massive on, and said to my team, every single thing inside our business, there's some prat on a motorbike in the park. Anyway, so in our business, every single thing, whether it be an internal strategy, whether it be a member having a difficult time, I want my team members to take full accountability. So has run the campaign, it's not converting. Right, what can we do as RMI team members to ensure this doesn't happen again? Now, of course, that member needs to implement the strategy and use the templates, use automation. But when we take full accountability and we know it's going to happen, we can own it. And so what I'm huge on inside my own business is, don't come to me with a problem, come to me with a solution. And that sounds a bit glib, a bit David Brent, but it's true. It's true. And we always want to take that view. So back to 5-2 in your business. Just know just know that in your business, if you're on the upward stretch and things are going well, it will not last forever. It will not last forever. You might be on a 3-month streak, you might be on a 4-month streak. The economy's going to change, competitors will come in, you're going to have a personal problem. It's going to come. So what do you do when you're on an upward streak? On an upward streak, that's when you scale. When it's going well, that's when you scale. It's not about being perfect, it's about being prolific. So how can we replicate this strategy, these systems across 1 niche, 2 niches, 3 niches? How can we expand our niche, dig deeper in our niche? So when you're on the upward stretch, that's when a scale happens. If you're on a downward stretch, no, it's going to pass. But what you don't do is panic and say you're going to leave recruitment, unless that's truly what your gut says. You don't panic and say your business is What you don't do is panic and make really rash decisions, because that will fix your internal ADHD satiation. Fix this now and try and go from 10 spinning plates to 2. However, it's not a long-term solution. So when we set a plan, we want to set a plan with a 3-year plan, a 1-year plan, 90-day plan, 30-day plan. And when we understand that in that 3 years, there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. And if you can imagine, back to 5-2, 5 steps forward, 2 steps back, 5 steps forward, 2 steps back. So in your recruitment business, if you're in a tough place right now, no, it will change as long as you're smart. And that means making changes. Don't keep doing the same thing. That's why metrics are key. The metrics will give you virtually 99.9% of the decisions you make in your business are going to be from metrics, including people problems. So if you're on the upward stretch, ride it, scale it. If you're on a downward stretch, reset, breathe, focus on 3 actions you need to fix right now. But know this, your recruitment business, there'll be 5 up, there'll be 2 down. 5 up, 2 down. In your life, 5 years are good, 2 years are 5 months it might be of good, then 2 months. Whatever your number is, but be real. Do not panic. And again, the reason why I'm saying this is because when I speak to members, or we have a webinar or a live event, we get together for a few days every few months, all of our members, and when we talk through the problems, virtually every time the problem isn't about a strategy not working, it's about the strategies not being implemented, or it's not being measured, or it's not being consistent. So that comes down to what we're doing daily. What we do daily is driven by what we put on our heads. So the motivation, the get out of bed and just fucking do it. This is my year. You can have days like that and days where it's not going to happen. But that's when you've got to keep powering forward. It's not about going to gym once, it's about what you go to gym 3, 4, 5, 6 times a week. But if you're going through that downward stretch, you will come out with it if you take control. I've done another video about management reporting, cash flow forecasting, strategies that you should be able to find online now. And it's about taking that control. Control's key. But also know this, there's going to be a shit time coming. Whether you're with me or already inside the inner circle, or whether you're, I've never even met you before. But know this, you're in business to do 2 things. Number 1, make money. Number 2, create a lifestyle. And part of that making money might be an exit strategy. But be real with when you're running a campaign, or if you're dealing with a staff member, or when you're dealing with your own mindset, there's going to be 5 of good, 2 of shit. And if you know it's coming, when it happens, you reset, yep, this was coming. And you don't panic. When you panic, you make rash decisions. Rash decisions virtually every time end in a car crash. Don't make rash decisions. And you're coming from the guy who's learned this the hard way. Going back many years now, I sacked an entire team in 1 day. How awesome is that as a business owner to do that? Because I made a rash decision based on ethics. The team weren't ethical. See ya. Not cool. But know whether you've got a positive thing coming or a bad thing coming, and thing being the word, it could be a financial problem, a personal problem. It is coming. So deal with it. So get your head straight now. Understand where you are now. If you're on the upward stretch, automate, replicate, systemize. If you're on a downward stretch, chunk down, focus on your next 30 days, 7 days, 1 day, 8 hours, 12 hours a day, and know it's going to pass. You're going to get through it. Do not make a rash decision. And again, if your business is floundering, it is on you. It's on you. It's not on Facebook's change. It's not on LinkedIn's change. It's not on your team member. You are the business owner. It is on you. And when you get that, your business will flourish. It might take a week. It might take a month. It might take 10 years. Probably not the latter. But if you keep saying it's external factors, you've got no control. And if you've got no control, then you feel helpless. When you feel helpless, you make wrong decisions. So you control everything in your business. Everything in your business. So with that said, I'm hopefully not going to see that guy on a motorbike again, because he might get a little prod. There's dogs and kids in this park. But think about this. The rule of 5-2. It's going to come. Your good's going to come and your bad's going to come. Ride it. See you soon.